Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk about Jiri Prochazka after what just happened against Carlos Ulberg at UFC 327, because I genuinely think people give him way too much credit for what he actually shows in big fights, especially when you look at how he handles dangerous strikers with real knockout power. Against someone like Alex Pereira, twice now, it's the same underlying issue. He just doesn't fight with any sense of danger management. There's no real adjustment, no awareness of the threat in front of him. He just pushes forward into range like every exchange is one he can afford to lose, and when you do that against a guy who only needs a split second to end you, you're basically asking to be knocked out. That exact same problem showed up again against Ulberg. You could see Ulberg had serious finishing ability, and instead of respecting that and making the fight a bit more controlled or measured, Jiri stayed in that same reckless forward style, almost like he refuses to change the way he fights no matter who is in front of him. One could say that it's admirable and it shows a warrior spirit. I say it's stupid. And that's what's so frustrating, man, because at elite level, especially in fights where both guys can crack, you can't just rely on toughness and chaos anymore. You have to make reads. You have to adapt. You have to make the fight slightly less dangerous for yourself, and he just doesn't do that. That's why moments like the Ulberg knockout don't feel shocking. They feel predictable, even though I predicted Jiri to win. I knew Ulberg had hands. Because when you give a powerful striker that many clean hits, eventually one of them lands. And I think that's why I say he might be overrated, not because he isn't talented or exciting, but because people confuse chaos for intelligence in the cage. Is he still an animal? Yes. Is he a candidate for the BMF belt? Absolutely. But when you get at the highest levels, you can't just jump into the fire, you need to be more clever. His style looks incredible when it works, and it sells highlights every time. But when you zoom out and look at the biggest fights of his career, especially the ones where he's faced elite strikers, there's a clear pattern of not respecting range, not respecting danger, and not making the necessary adjustments when the opponent clearly has fight-ending power. Against someone like Alex Pereira or Ulberg, that becomes a serious problem, because those aren't the kinds of fighters you can just walk down. They only need one opening, and he keeps giving it to them. And something tells me that a proud fighter like Jiri won't change this style anytime soon. So what is your opinion on this fight? And who should Jiri fight next? An immediate rematch with Ulberg or someone else? I personally want him to fight Magomed Ankalaev, considering there was minor beef between those two for a while. Am I being too harsh on Jiri? Do you agree, or is everything I said a bunch of BS? I would love to know your take on the fight. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.